worker taking a leak back there. Tumalum Lumber. This is Washington State on that side. This side is Hood River, of course. This is Oregon. That all over there is Washington State. This is a parking lot of sorts, and that's a High Line. They've got a High Line, and they've also got a cherry picker right over there. Now, I decided that it would probably be rude for me to start a video while somebody was taking a leak on the side of the road. Also, though, I want it to be mentioned that if he were a homeless person, in most places in the United States, he would be charged as a sexual predator for doing that. So that gentleman back there with his hard hat on is lucky he's got a job. Now, if he gets injured and can't work anymore, he'll probably end up homeless. And when he ends up homeless, that's not going to be no good for anybody. Oh, there's so many bugs starting to pop out. It's spring. And there's also the fact that I haven't had a bath in like 4 months, or a shower. I've tried bathing in Hood River. It's unpleasant. So, the officer got snooty with me quite a few times. That's generally how that goes when you try to turn in cops and you're trying to get them to take it seriously. They're going to talk over you before you get to any specifics, or they're going to get insulted by the specifics and make it about them. The number one thing all these people in all of these professions are taught not to do is make it about them. When somebody is trying to tell you about the abuse that they've gone through, you as a mandated reporter do need to listen to them. Instead of saying, I didn't do that to you. Well, I didn't do that to you. Well, you are now. That's one of the tactics you hadn't used yet, but thanks for using it now. You're such swell fellers. It's nobody's job, it's nobody's job, it's nobody's job, it's nobody's job. No, somebody needs to do it. Somebody needs to protect us from being murdered by the general public and by the police. Someone needs to do something about us being threatened, harassed, assaulted, raped, beaten. There's a difference between just getting assaulted and getting beaten. Obviously, loud noises give me issues. The more overwhelmed I am, the more it gives me issues. I'm going to download that video. Or the recording last night. And I'm going to record. You guys are going to get to listen to me being an asshole, too. Not to that officer, but to the dispatch lady. You're also going to get to hear how the things that she said to me were not the same as what he said to me. And that's the thing with the communication thing. It's not that I'm not trying to communicate. It's these people are not communicating with each other. And intentionally so. Now, I don't know if it was the sheriff's department or the police department who had told Logan and Shayna that I was schizophrenic and smoking meth with that guy with the rocks in my vehicle. I don't know if that was the sheriff's department deputy. If that's the case, that one's easy because there was only one of them out there. I got to be able to get access to those body cameras because it is slander and it is about me. But also, those people are, well, everybody's afraid to stand up to the cops. You know, Logan and Shayna even said the cops here was nice to them. Except for one officer who pulled him over just to harass him. He actually apparently admitted that he was harassing them, but, you know, what are they going to do about it? They're homeless. Oh, lovely. Garbage everywhere. Some of this is freshly blown in. I do pick it up from time to time, but I'm out of trash bags. Also, my phone is almost out of juice, so it's about to die. What I'm going to do so I can continue the video is to make sure that I plug my last remaining external battery into it. I've got it currently attached to another electronic device, but looks like it's got 87% charge, so that'll do good. Also, I'm sweating like a pig. A lot of people tell me stuff like, you know, cops aren't going to help you if you call them pigs. My response is I wouldn't call them pigs if they actually helped me. What are they taking our money for? You guys need to see this. You guys need to hear this. You guys need to understand the procedures and proceedings and all of the hundreds and hundreds of little tricks they can pull. That sleight of hand, as Marcia Estrada called it. Yeah, it's not that the whole world isn't familiar with it. It's not that all of America is not familiar with it. It's that you look away because it's not happening to you. Now, these things that people wanted to claim that I was schizophrenic for saying, claim that I was delusional for saying, I've posted it freely on YouTube and Facebook, actual evidence, those exact things. And despite the fact that it is blatantly out there for the whole fucking world to see, they still get to pretend that none of it exists. In court, by calling me mentally ill, and thereby pretending that it's all fake, it's all manufactured in my head. I'm not allowed to bring up any of this stuff that, yes, I should be allowed to bring it up. It's against the law for them to do these things. It's against the law for them to prevent me from bringing those things up. It is against the law for them not to investigate these crimes. And at this point, I think it should be blatantly obvious that we need to make it illegal for them to victimize the victims, to make excuses why it's not their job, not their fault. No, I need these people to work together and to coordinate. They can work together and coordinate across jurisdictional boundaries in order to have me harmed, so they can work across jurisdictional boundaries to capture my predators. These are not just my predators. These people did not just do these things to me. Waylon Lolotai did not just assault me. He was all over the news for assaulting people. All people that he assaulted after he assaulted me. But nobody would listen to me. They would pretend to. Blow me off and pretend I don't exist. Make everything about them, and then when I tell them off, they're like, you're making it about you. It is about me. You sent me a friend request because you heard some slander about Natalie fucking Bollinger and me, and you decided that you'd be Snoopy. I offered to show you evidence as long as you'd speak out, and you never did. You're still not speaking out 6 years later. You're still making excuses. That's right, that is also against the law. Here's the problem with me having to go through and do these things all myself. It doesn't matter. They just pretend it didn't happen. Even if I recorded it, they pretend it didn't happen, or they try to spin it off to be something it ain't. Nobody gives a fuck what abuse I'm going through. They don't want to hear it. None of you want to hear it. It's magically okay. No, if we work together, we can stop this. But we're not working together. I'm helping a bunch of people out who aren't helping me. I help them how they need. I need them to speak out.